In this video, we continued the series by testing Kanara and Nico. We'll match up with my boy Death, see what we can come up with, and see what the best pairing is for Marksman. So stick around, let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we are talking about marksman builds. And when you're thinking about a marksman build, you're thinking about Kanara and Nico in particular, but there's other options, and we're going to kind of go through those in this video. We're going to start this off with some testing. I'm going to be running Kanara and Nico, and my boy Death over here is going to be running some other builds to see kind of what the best pairing is. For full reference here, I am running on Alliance territory, but we are keeping things as even as possible, and we'll just make kind of a base call on the 10% that I'm going to get, extra bonuses and whatnot. But I'm running Kanara Nico, he's running Kanara Hosk, just to kind of see what we get. If a fight is just extremely close, then of course that buff is going to play a difference, and we would have walked off. But as you can see in this fight in particular, like, it's not even close. Like, it's actually kind of insane. And my Nico isn't even actually fully awakened yet. So it's one of those things to consider in the aspect of things. But we'll take a look at the report as soon as this fight is actually over. But it's pretty one-sided any way you look at it. Don't get me wrong, I took some damage there, but it's still really one-sided. I do believe that if you're going to run Kanara and Hosk together, you should probably run Hosk as the primary and Kanara as maybe the deputy. Yeah. It's pretty ugly fight in general. It's not exactly what I figured it would be. I figured it would be a little bit closer, but you can see the physical attack and stuff is just so much different. 10% of that you can equate for, alliance bonuses with me being setting on territory. But outside of that, that 10% really doesn't make a huge difference. It does do a little bit, but it doesn't do just crazy amounts. Looking through the reports here, I just steadily kind of pulled away throughout the fight. Yeah, like right there at the 8-second mark, was up 13,000 troops. We did start off with the same exact amount of troops as well. 19,000 at the 10-second mark, and then it just keeps kind of going up. It looks like he did almost pull it back here at 14, but then it just goes right back up again. So we're going to try out a couple more marches here. It looks like we're going to do Kanara Nico versus looks like Freygar Sindrian. Yes, Freygar Sindrian is what we're testing out next. That's going to be considered right now probably the best build. Once again, he's running fully awakened commanders, and my Nico needs some serious work. And we're going to match up the exact amount of troops that he has to kind of keep this a little bit more even than what we've been doing in recent videos. We've kind of just been rolling with it. And look at this clown just walking right through us. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's do this. See how this goes. So I'm running Shadow Blades, of course, and he's running Goldcrest. It does look like this is a little bit closer. And this clown's trying to get hit. I swear. The people. This fight is definitely a whole lot closer, and looks like I'm still going to win. Definitely a lot closer, and I would honestly take a gander to say that definitely the alliance bonus is probably benefiting me here quite a bit with how close this is. Yeah. Nice, okay. So I would take a gander to say that Freygar and Sindrian is absolute beast. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely say that the alliance bonus is what allowed me to go ahead and squeak that out. Between that and the fact that I'm pretty sure his Freygar and Sindrian are both awakened. uh, probably made a huge difference right there. But for the most part, as you can tell, this fight is extremely close all the way down. Yeah. Come down to literally a 3,000 troop split. So I'm going to say the alliance bonus definitely helped out. And as of right now, I'd have to put Frhagar and Sindrian over top of Kanara and Nico. Um, as far as based off how that fight went. But like I said, as he has fully awakened Sindrian, fully awakened Frhagar, I have awakened Kanara and not awakened Nico. I don't know if that's going to make just the absolute most difference, but it can be pretty huge sometimes not being awakened compared to being awakened, especially when there's 5, 6, 7 skill difference. So that's something to consider. But with considering that, I would give Frhagar and Sindrian kind of the edge in the marksman category just because of that fight in particular. With me having 10% bonus, I won by 3,000 troops. So if we step off territory, there's a real good chance that I don't win this fight. And I'm going to say there's probably a 100% chance that I don't win this fight and Frhagar and Sindrian come out ahead. But I do think it is very close. I think if you awaken your Nico, if you have awakened Kanara Nico, and you run that the same way, you're going to probably end up with a lot of the same results that we just seen right there. But I do think Frhagar and Sindrian still probably comes out ahead in the long run. We are going to test out one more thing real quick. And kind of see what we're doing. We are going to test out my Kanara and Frhagar together with running Goldcrest against whatever he wants to bring out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same build he just bring out, the Frhagar Sindrian, just because he had so much luck. And once again, we're going to match these troops up. We're going to see what happens here. I almost ran Frhagar first, but oh, that's what we're doing. Yes, he is going to run Frhagar Kanara, and I'm going to run Kanara Frhagar. Once again, we're going to be on Alliance territory, and we're going to see exactly how close this is. Looks like we are. I'm a little bit ahead at the moment. It's still pretty close. I would say the Alliance territory difference is probably playing effect on this. Plus, he has a maxed out Frhagar. We will see exactly how close this actually is. And then, even with that, we'll see exactly who really wins this fight. It's definitely close. It's definitely close. It's about like the last one, really. I think it might have a little bit more of a lead compared to I'll definitely have a little bit more of a lead. I'll probably win by, say, probably about 10K troops would be my guess. But at the same time, once again, I'm on Alliance territory, so I always kind of got to balance that with how it goes. So, yes, 193, 243. Let's go take a look. All right, taking a look at the report. Looks like, if you take the 10%, physical attack away, or just attack in general for a marksman, it's pretty close. We would be pretty even Stevens, but like I said, he's awakened Frhagar. I'm not awakened Frhagar, so I don't know. I still think in the grand scheme of things, the Frhagar and Sindrian is probably the overall best marksman build. Judging by how these fights went, I'd definitely say give about any marksman a run for its money, and would definitely make things really difficult on anybody playing marksman. So we're gonna wrap this video up. I think we got some really good testing in today. I don't know if we have a definitive answer on which one is best, but if I had to give you my opinion, I would say Frhagar and Sindrian is definitely at the top of that chart, with Kanara and Nico really close, if not ahead. Maybe at some point this season I can get my Nico awakened, since I just started working on him. I didn't care much for him or the build. I used something else last season. We'll talk about that in a later video. but we will try to work on our Nico, or we will try to work on Frigor. That way we can switch it up and find a partner to where we have 2 Awaken builds and off Alliance territory. That will make the fights and testing so much better. But let's just wrap this up. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button. It greatly helps me out. And until next time, see you out.